How much of the, speaking of health, and I think when the issue of the Trials Lawyers Association was at its zenith, and at least in recent memory, was back in 2004 when we were engaged heavily in the medical malpractice debate. Is there any, do you know the numbers off the top of your head? I'm just curious, how does it break down as far as caseload? Is it suits involving transportation, suits involving medical malpractice, suits involving maybe being ripped off by some business practice? Is there any pie chart of what a typical or how typical cases are within the industry?
I'm so glad you asked that question. That's a myth that I've had to dispel to all my friends over the course of the years. Globally, and this is a statistic that I think is very telling, about 70% of all lawsuits that are brought in the civil justice system are businesses suing other businesses or individuals for money. Contract dispute types of things. 70%. About 20% or so are domestic relations, divorce, child custody, things like that.
No, but as a trial attorney, you don't take those kind of cases?
No, we do not. We represent injured people.
I guess my point was within the kind of cases that you would take, I didn't know what a breakdown would be.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Tort cases, injury cases, make up about 6% of the cases that are filed in the court system. About 6%. Very low, to say the least. Within that, the vast majority of those are automobile accidents, things like that. Of that 6% globally, only about 5% of that 6% are medical malpractice cases. So when you break down that pie chart and you look at 100% of the court cases, 6% are tort cases. 5% of those, that 6% are malpractice cases. You see that the numbers are very, very low as far as medical malpractice, for example. Product liability cases are significantly lower than that. I don't have those numbers, and unlike my opponents, I'm not going to make up numbers that I don't have.
What would you, I mean, what would be the preponderance? Do you know offhand?
Oh, I would say automobile cases.
Automobile
yeah,
cases.
Yeah.
Someone driving in a negligent way and causing some injury.
Or truckers. One thing that negligent trucking cases, truckers drive over the amount of hours they're supposed to have. There's on-duty hours, off-duty. There's log books. And people don't realize that trucking accidents are often due to being overworked by their employer and fatigue. That's why we always look at log books. And we always look at log books against the receipts of where they're buying gas, where they're making phone calls, where they're paying tolls, to determine if the log books are accurate.